Hi, and welcome to section 4 of this course entitled Rapid Web Application Development with TypeScript 2. In this section, we will run the JavaScript code generated from TypeScripts in a small HTTP server. We will see how to debug our TypeScript code. In this section, we will see how to set up a server by creating a new Gulp task. We will also see how to debug with Chrome, the TypeScript file, but also the generated JavaScript file. We will see a convenient way to be able to debug directly from Visual Studio Code, the TypeScript code. In this first video of this section, we will configure a server by using a new npm package named Gulp Connect. In this video, we will see what is Gulp Connect, how to configure a task to run a server, and how to use auto-reload to have a very quick development cycle by being able to see what is code almost right away. Finally, we will test the configuration and see for the first time the application. Gulp Connect is a Gulp plugin that wraps the HTTP library of Node.js. It's a very basic and simple server that is perfect for this application because it handles very well HTML, JavaScript, and images, which are static files. It also has the capability to do live reload. The first step is to use npm to get Gulp Connect. This is done by using npm install Gulp Connect --save dev. Then we will need to open the gulp file.js and add a reference to the file by adding constant connect equal required gulp connect. The next step is to create a new task that we will call go. This way we can just call gulp go and have the server up and running. This task will do nothing else than depending on two tasks. The first one will be to build the whole project. It's build all that we already saw. The second is to start the server, which we're going to call it server. This one we will create in an instant. Let's create the server task. To do so, we need to call the server method of the connect and set up the root directory, which is the deploy folder. In this task, the root folder is path.webroot that we define at the top of the file as a constant. For the moment, let's not talk about live reload that we will see soon. The last parameter is the port, which is also inside this variable that we will define at the top, 8080 for example. To have auto reload with Gulp Connect, it's just a question of adding the single parameter. This one is inside the connect server, and we just need to add live reload and set it to true. However, this will only inject the live reload code in your HTML file. You still need to use watchers. We will create 4 different tasks for that matter. One main watch task that we will add to our new Go task. The role of this one is to start the watch once the server has been started and everything has been built. The goal is that every time a file changes that we're going to reload the web page. We need 3 tasks because we want to watch TypeScripts change to build them into JavaScripts and deploy. But when we change CSS, we just want to copy over the file to the deploy without building all the TypeScripts file. We don't want to waste times. So let's get started. So the watch task is using 3 gulp watch instance, which is going to look for the TypeScripts file. If this one is changing, then we're going to execute the build task, as well as TypeScripts reload. Same thing for the CSS. If one of these files are changing, we're going to copy them over, as well as reloading the CSS. The last one is the same thing for the HTML file. We're going to copy this one in the deploy folder and reload. So now we need to build these 3 tasks. The first one, as we explained, is the HTML reload, which look for the source folder for HTML and just said connect.reload, which will refresh the page. Same thing for the CSS. This time we are looking for the .css in the style folder. And for the TypeScripts is the same thing. Every time the TypeScripts files, we pipe it to reload. Finally, let's test what we just created by looking at the deploy folder and see if changing a TypeScript automatically start a build. So let's open any TypeScript file, for example, the app UI. Let's go in the deploy folder into the output UI. For example, the JavaScript right now, if I erase this one, save. So from there, if let's say I just create a space here and save, you can see that the TS reload has been executed and the JavaScript file has been rewritten on the right. As you can see, it did it. One trick with Visual Studio Code is that you can have the file to be automatically saved after a few seconds. To do so, you just need to press F1, type user setting, enter. Here, what you can add is a new configuration, which is file.autosave, and you can say with a after delay. You can configure this delay too to files.autosave delay to 1 second. You can close it. So now, every time I'm typing, even if I don't hit Ctrl S for save or going in file save, you can see that the reload is going to get executed. Let me do enter, and you can see that it's automatically reloaded after 1 second. This way you can simply write your code and see the browser being auto-refresh and having your TypeScript files to be compiled into JavaScript automatically for you. We can see that the HTML source of the website is being injected by a script. So let's see the HTML source. This is right now the application, which is not yet very significant in terms of the UI. However, if we go see the page source, we can see this script has been added for the live reload. This way, every time we're modifying the file, we will see that the page will get reloaded. A better example would be to go inside the HTML file and before the header to just type title, for example. So right now, even without saving, automatically after 1 second the web page is updated.